Hi, oh, how are you going? Welcome with me, Redsky, here on another round of Right Streams, where we do raw, righteous readings with tiny munchkins in the background doing Lego building. How wonderful. Gemini, you are the next sign to be read for October's month of 2022. I did your reading earlier on in the bit, and when I uploaded it, I watched it, and it was a mess. It was unfortunate. It was quite a good reading, but I deleted it way back, weeks ago, and now we've come up to a sign again now to be done. I'm hopeful that this one will go a bit better, and this year we would do October monthly. We're just gonna start from here now. I'm in my grunge element today, as you can tell. Gemini, my Venus and my Sun Gemini is very much in a green state of being. So we're dawning that this evening on a Monday public holiday as we celebrate Labour Day here on the 3rd. Gemini, this is your October main monthly. This is your one-stop shop for all your messages. It will be lengthy, it will be long, but most of all, it will be large. All the things you want, Gemini, in a treat. One big pill to swallow. Anyway, this is where I will pull Celtic cross star placements for you. I'll explain all their meanings. We will go through with another deck. We will clarify all the emplacements, re-explain all of that again through fine examination. We do this to get more specifics out of the generalised messages we started with. So you can work out whether this is an A+ for you, a resonating reading, or whether it's like, not for me today. We're going to put that back on the salad plate and send that back to sender. That's all right, because if you do decide to do that, come back and see me for another salad next week and next month, or it may just be your eggs Benedict. So, with that being said, Gemini, are you feeling hungry? Yeah, funny that. We are going to look at your October. Leave a like, share the content, but most importantly, if you have not done so already, hit that big red subscribe button for me. Because the month of October, we are going back to lives as of this weekend, and we are doing something a little bit different. Someone special to me suggested something, and I thought it was quite an amazing idea. So we're going to try this as a bit of a mock thing for the weekly lives. I think it's going to be an absolute hoot. There will be a special guest star each time of a different variety. You'll understand, but you won't know anything until you subscribe and hit the notification bell button to all. Because no one knows until the notification bell lights up till she's going live. So anyway, you'll find out. So keep that in mind and keep an eye out, because if you want to laugh with a reading, it's one of a kind.
Mom, it's all done.
Excellent, and we are all done with the explanations. Now, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mercury placements of Gemini. This will be your October and monthly. Let's fire up our Lego blocks and get ready to blast into the soon-to-be future, which will be our current, which will then be our past. Ooh, Lego makes you think about things a bit too much. So let's put that back in its imaginative box while we pull out the tarot. It's much easier to understand. Let's do that now. Alright, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mercury placements. Let's look at your main monthly for 2022. Standard placements, Celtic cross, like I already explained. The spiral. We are fully familiar with all of that good bit of gumdrops, I'm sure. Oh boy. Get out Gemini. Mad shout out for Infinite Fantasy. I know she has Gemini placements up in the way. I gotta get a book and write it down. We do love that Gemini placement. Where would you be without a Gemini placement, honestly? Actually, the funny thing is, my partner has no Gemini placement. Can't trust that. Yes, the astronaut has a head now. Wonderful. He can see as he crashes. Gemini. God bless our heads. Let's check him. He's flying. Exactly. See? Oh, there we go. He is flying. My God. Go. Holy shit, Gemini. Very interesting. We've got a few majors in very prominent spots. But what is even most interesting is the Foundation and Spirit's Advice right next to each other. We have the King and Queen of both suits, both inverted, sitting there like that. The Queen and King of Swords. of course, air element, air sign, masculine and feminine. But what's even more interesting as well than that is the future, the crowning, and the outcome standing at each end of the two lines. We have two big boys here, the Hierophant and the Emperor. Crowning above that, Hangman, but it's inverted. First minus bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles reversed. Corruption. You don't want to take his head off. Why would you want to do that? Now, that King of Pentacles reversed, a corrupt individual. You know, he's the Ponzi schemer. He is that accountant in the dark room in the lair somewhere, scamming, scheming, pinching pennies from pounds, pulling weight, which is very much mischievous acts of thievery and treachery, corruption, spoilage, stealing material, monetary, liar, schemer, scammer, Ponzi, prick, basically. Pawns come. Yeah, pawns come. So your current energy, Gemini, coming into October, coming into the reading. And it's interesting. The Seven of Wands reversed. So you're coming into October very much not making the gains against your combatants here. If anything, you're losing ground. They're making the gains against you, your desires, your movements here. There's a lot of embarrassment and doubt around this, I've got to admit. And if you hesitate now, even more loss will occur. It's time to just regroup from what has been and to move forth, even if it is starting to look very much as a loss field, because if you surrender to that fact, you are done and dusted. And that's in direction to your challenge, which is your next position, what you need to face and deal with throughout the month of October, and that is the Eight of Cups reverse. This is sticking with something till full success is obtained, not giving up until the end result is fulfilled, no matter what it costs, no matter how long it takes, and no matter how much you've got to give, sacrifice, go above and beyond. It's that fact of not giving out, not giving in till it is done, and no matter how much unrest it takes to get that material pleasure, to get that outcome. Sorry, we've got a Lego maker here that's very creative this evening. Ryder just wants to talk. Crowning the reading, having above it all, right there at your subconscious level, Gemini, in the forefront, is that Hanged Man, but it's inverted. We're not using sacrifice here in the way it has any effect. It is wasted. We are reluctant, we are questioning, we are not getting any answers or solace here, and we're feeling very scattered, especially mentally and energy-wise. We're not feeling enlightened, we don't feel we have the answers to questions here, and we're feeling like we really need guidance and not knowing where to go or where to seek it. It's like, where do you go when your internals don't have the answers and you're the only one you trust for that advice? It's a little bit of a nuisance, and I feel that pain. The root of the reading now, the foundation by which everything is grounded to and growing from, its roots, is that Queen of Swords reverse. Queen of Swords reverse, an individual who's very narrow-minded, very set in their ways, no compromise. They're very malicious, they're quite a treacherous enemy. They really do direct their razor tongue with liquid information, truth and lies. They bring out the scandal, they'll bring out the injustice, they'll make war with you. They're very crafty and they are very tempered, and they really have no line in the sand. They won't just drag your reputation through the mud. They let down your tires as well and leave a nice little note there for you. They take it above and beyond. This is someone with a very black heart, from being hurt a lot, so they know how to hurt others. They've experienced it firsthand. They've been mistreated, maybe abused, told they're worthless, and it's left a little bit of a print on this person. Maybe this is someone that you're dealing with, all aspects of you. Don't allow that to override all the good. Don't let them aspects become like a rot that grows and infests everything else. Past energy leaving the astral prevalent. Gemini, Seven of Cups reverse. This is a real consensus of willpower and desire and choosing which cup you want. And going for that before full success is obtained in some ways. It's saying, I know where I want to before any options are even on the table. Sorry, I have no idea what the hell I was just talking about to you then, except for this one, so we might just restart it. So anyway, you've made up your mind which one you want, which cup is of your attainment, or here we go again. Children, oh, it's a wonderful evening today. Okay, moving forward, we have the Hierophant, Taurus's major arcana. Spirituality, getting real with self, maybe looking towards a mentor or someone that you see in very high regard for advice, mentoring, or just spiritually to connect with here for counsel, for solace, for information, for this is someone that you trust very much. Could also be looking forward in regards to a relationship and or marriage. Either way, long-term standing of agreement of self with another. Wicked. Yes, it is the morning after the beginning that we started yesterday, but I still have your placements here. I'm going to kick back through it. So we were up to that moving forward, which we had that Hierophant in case you've lost your way a little bit. That's okay. So moving forward, we really are looking to someone that we do hold in very high regard, Gemini. This could be a mentor, someone in high standing, someone to do with the religious sector. But if not, this is just someone that you do hold in a very advisory position, a very guiding position, a very counselled position. And you trust their word. You seek their word when it comes to needing advice in regards to this. Or as I said, it could be in regards to a marriage or a relationship of long-term stature, looking into what that means for you. Marriage, long-term commitment, a promise, a vow. Let's move forward from that position now and continue. So Spirit's advice for Gemini for the month of October 2022, and this is where that King of Swords reverse came out. You know, that still gets me, this King and Queen at the base of the root and Spirit's advice. Now with the King of Swords reverse, my darlings, this is someone that's very perverse, very cruel, very sadistic, very sadistic maybe even as well. We might as well chuck that in there too. This is someone that has no heart, almost, it seems, in their words, in their output of how they explain, of their communication, but of their thoughts. They are very raw. They are very real in the way that they are just so lacking in tact in the way they put it out there. This is someone that cuts straight through the skin of it to the bone. They really do. Their words are vicious weapons and they really do hurt. This person may not even, the reflection of this person is someone that doesn't even understand that. They don't care. They really, really don't. If their words cut you deep and leave you with scars, they really don't care. I feel like Spirit's advice here is either these are aspects of yourself where, Gemini, you are just so raw that you're cutting everyone open that you speak to. You are leaving them like bleeding out, literally, due to the razorness of your rawness of the reality of what you're saying. Whether it's real or not, whether it's like truth or fake, or be that as it may, it's not really the point of it. It's more the fact that your direct way of communicating your thoughts, your calculations is just calculated, and it is very raw. Let's move to the next position now. Outsider's view of you, Gemini, not necessarily what's going on, it's just what the outsider's view see when they look at you in your situation and they see that Nine of Swords. They see someone that is very, very much in a state of worry, anxiety, stress, someone that's not sleeping well, someone that's not looking after themselves very well because their mind is just running rabid with thoughts, And it's not doing you any good, Gemini. It's not giving you no solace. It ain't giving you no answer. It ain't giving you no rest. And they see that in you. They see someone very stressed, someone that's not looking after themselves mentally, someone that is mentally exhausted, exerted, someone that is always worried mentally about those around them and not of themselves. Hopes and fears now for Geminis, October, 2 of Wands. This is Alexander looking at the world idea and then it in its creation. And Alexander is a curious little person who wants to know, why are these not one and the bloody same? I hold in my hand the world idealed, the idea crafted in its little miniature version. And then I stand upon, look out and gaze of the world in creation. Wow. Not feeling proud perhaps of this achievement, but more so feeling as if this was a poor decision or a poorly produced outcome. Twos are always that of duality, meeting and division, the forks in the road. And for your hopes and fears, Gemini, this is a big fork for you, because this is something that you have put into motion your whole life probably, to bring in a life that is not only secure and viable, but one that is comfortable and one that you actually want to be a part of. Your fear is that it is not, and your hope is that it is. The reality, you tell me. We'll clarify. Outcome, Gemini, October 2022. The outcome is Aries Major Arcana. It is the Emperor. All the kings combined, Gemini. Wow, big boss energy here, big manly, masculine boss energy here. You're the man, and your outcome is that we are in complete control. We are telling it with the stance of law-abiding agreement. We're carrying a little weight with our words. It's not just that they fall into place. It's that shit happens. We put words into action and we make mountains move, Gemini. And you're realizing, man, you're in quite a monarchian kind of stature throughout October leaving. And we are very much in that energy of everyone respects us. We are very admired, admired. They adhered to our word. Our word is our creed. Our creed is law. We are in control here, Gemini. And you feel pretty comfortable at the helm of it, I want to say. With that authority and that dictatorship almost in a way you have over those around you. Don't become a martyr. Don't take it for granted the respect that those have around you, I want to say, in relation to this card. You know, respect is gifted because people believe in you. They have faith in you and they admire you. They respect you because they choose to. Not always because they have to. I want you to keep that in mind in October for some reason. I feel that there is something in that for you. There could be a person that you are dealing with that I think you're really going to have to keep that in mind when dealing with them. Have some tact, okay? Because I feel if you push that authoritative stance onto people too much, eventually they may decide that you're not worthy of their respect or their admiration as much anymore, which could leave you to not be in such a position. The position you keep is from sometimes those around you that vote for you. Think of it like a political system. I hate politics, especially here in Australia. It's absolutely ridiculous. So we're not going to discuss that any further. I think you get the point I'm trying to drill. Clarificational deck, the good old AA. I haven't used these beautiful babies in a while. My go-to red or white. This is my deck that I pick when I'm doing a red or white deck. This has always been my ever since starting my channel. This was my deck. I love it. Now, let's clarify for Gemini's October 2022, please, spirits and guides. Let's clarify this reading with clear and precise clarification for Gemini. So the current energy we had for Gemini, we had that Seven of Wands reverse. Let's clarify, please. This Seven of Wands reverse for the current energy for Gemini's October. Why is the Seven of Wands reversed here, please, spirits? And thank you. That Page of Pentacles reverse. The challenge for Gemini's October, we had that Eight of Cups reverse. Let's clarify this Eight of Cups reverse, please, spirits and guides. Why is the challenge for October for Gemini the Eight of Cups reverse? Don't forget, guys, leave a like, share, and subscribe. The Empress reversed. Crowning this reading for Gemini's October, we had that Hangman inverted, and we have clarifying that. Wow, the Four of Pentacles with that Three of Wands. The root of that reading, Queen of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Past energy, we have that Seven of Cups reverse. Let's clarify now, Spirit. That's Seven of Cups reverse. Why is that seven? Thank you very much. Six of Wands reverse. Moving forward, now we had the Hierophant. Let's clarify the Hierophant for Gemini, please. Why is that Hierophant here? Clarify the Hierophant, please. My partner's just left for work, and honestly, his deodorant that he's sporting at the moment is so delicious. The Magician. Spirit's advice for Gemini's October. We had that King of Swords reverse. Let's clarify this King of Swords reverse. Why is Spirit's advice for Gemini this King of Swords reverse? Sorry, guys, I got really bad hay fever and this morning I'm feeling very snotty and very blocked. My nasal issues aren't getting any better, I'm afraid. The Wheel of Fortune reverse. Outside view for Gemini, we had that Nine of Swords. Let's clarify that Nine of Swords. Ten of Pentacles reverse. My God, they're seeing someone that's a mess and lost everything. All right, hopes and fears, that Two of Wands. Let's clarify that hopes and fears for Gemini's October, that Two of Wands. Devil reversed. Capricornian energy. And finally, the all-important outcome for Gemini's October, we had the Emperor. Spirits and guides, why is the outcome for October for Gemini the Emperor? Clarify Gemini's outcome, please. The Emperor. Gemini's outcome for October. Yeah, okay, that King of Pentacles, which I find very interesting because if you do remember, but if you have forgotten, Rescue will remind you the underlying energy of that initial deck was the King of Pentacles reverse. Now we have the King of Pentacles upright coming in to off. The outcome. Underlying energy, though, for the clarificational deck, that Ten of Wands with that King of Pentacles reverse. Someone very corrupt. Ponzi schemer, scammer who's brought in lots of burdens for you. When you entered into this, it wasn't meant to be so difficult, so burdensome, so damn heavy of a weight to bear. Gemini, it is a heavy burden, isn't it, my darlings, to bear the brunt of all of that. I feel it for you. Let's keep it popping. The current energy coming to the reading, coming into October. Seven of Wands reverse with that Page of Pentacles reverse. Oh, it's all on its head, Gem. We aren't getting the gains here. We're not standing above our combatants. If anything, our combatants are getting the gains and they are standing above us. We have lost control here. We have lost any way of getting this situation to work in our favour in the current stance. Page of Pentacles reverse is a lot of waste and unrealism. It's not seeing it for the way it really is. Your view or approach may lack humour or joy. Your self-importance is inflated and your ideas are rather dull. And because of this, you are not making the gains here. You are not getting above it. It is surmounting you. It is freaking drowning you. But your challenge, however, that you're going to have to get on is that Eight of Cups reverse with the Empress reverse. You're going to have to fulfill your obligations, fulfill whether you want to or not. It's about head down, bum up, and even when shit gets sticky, completing the task one sets. It's about not giving up until full success is obtained and moving forward with that. The Empress in reverse is saying you're going to feel very unfruitful. You're not going to be really in that nurturing energy. If anything, you're going to be feeling flat. You're going to be feeling really off. You're going to be feeling quite unripe, I want to say, and very unready for this challenge. You're going to want to just stay in bed and just, curl up in a ball and say, stuff it. It will sort itself out. It will not. You need to devote the dedication to pull this in with that 8 of Cups reverse. This isn't going to happen on its own unless you really dig deep, Gemini. This is going to be a battle very much lost. But crowning the reading, though, hanging above it all, that's subconscious right there. We had the Hangman reverse, 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands clarifying. Sacrifice is great when sacrifice is worth it or worthy. We are not getting any of that. At the subconscious level, we don't know what to do. And we may not know who the hell to ask. We're looking to ourselves, Kitty, for some sort of direction here. Some sort of guidance, some sort of enlightenment. But there is no enlightenment to be seen. We're lost inside of ourselves, Gemini, trying to seek the light where it is only very dark. The 4 of Pentacles, it's about time we realize we need to cleave hold of our money and start getting real with the mathematical facts and figures of our finances. The 3 of Wands, no ship will come in unless we get some traction here. I feel like you have invested a lot of money into something, Gemini, or a lot of time, a lot of effort, and you're waiting for that payoff now, or you're waiting for that abundance to come in. This is something that you may have been stressing out about in your mind a lot, about when this is coming back to you, or when you're going to get the fruit from this, or when you're going to get that payoff for being so due diligent during the time by which you were. But now, we are waiting at that dock. And we're getting really pissed off. We're getting frustrated, we're getting impatient. When's it coming in? The root of the reading, foundation of it all, the Queen of Swords reverse, 8 of Pentacles. Treacherous enemy. An individual with a very ill-tempered person, someone that is very, very deceitful, brings in the bigotry, is very malicious, but even more so extremely narrow-minded. 8 of Pentacles, we're going to get the skill we need here, though, to manage the skill, to get the effort, that our talents, we're going to apply ourselves, our energy, and our efforts will be rewarded. We'll get there. But how many people are you ripping to shreds on your process, Gemini? Like this is not holding back any secrets. It's ripping it all out in the wash. You are just tearing people down like gum trees, mate. You're just bulldozing everything with your words, our weapons, and you're just they're razor sharp today for this month. Just be careful, Gemini. Do unto others and all. Past energy, 7 of Cups reverse, 6 of Wands reverse. Oof. We chose a cup. We liked a cup. We wanted a cup, but we didn't get a cup. We got bare full. We didn't get any accolades. We didn't get any... All we got was fear and delay. We were gripped by fear with this. There was a lot of apprehension. The results were delayed. The gains were inconclusive. In fact, I want to say to you, there were no gains. You chose and you got bupkis. You chose, but you never obtained it. You chose, but you never held it. You wanted something. You made up your mind. But just as quickly as you had made up your mind, whether that option got out of your reach, or you slipped your mind, or you just didn't act on it in the time frame it needed, but you lost it somehow. As Roxette would say, moving forward, an almighty energy for Gemini. 2 majors, Taurus and Mercury energy coming through. Now, this is a mad combination, guys. It's not a combination you see very often. The Hierophant and the Magician. This is being so spiritually enlightened that it's like you can talk directly to spirit or God. It's like it's channeling through you. You are the creator and you are the vessel. It's like being psychic. You can literally tap into the frequency of spirit and almost converse with them like I am speaking with you now. This is game on. This is I am in a position, or I am enlightened to a point where I am not needing any more opening. I see it all. I feel it all. I create it all. I am the power of spirit, of spirituality, and of my higher self. But I am also the master of the physical, which is external of me. People, places, things, objects, attainable, materialistic, monetary, all of the four suits. Everything. I'm in link with it, in line with it. I am it, and I can make, create, manifest. No one can stop me. I am unstoppable. This is beyond. This is godly energy. This is divine energy. This is brilliant. It's not a combination I see very often, Gemini. This is motherfucking brilliant. This is also creating maybe a fresh beginning, reinvestment, or a marriage to either another individual or to spirit itself. It's marrying all of this in. It is brilliant. Spirit's advice for Gemini. King of Swords reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. If you are cruel, if you are sadistic, if you treat people like shit, you ain't going to get anywhere, Gemini. More bad odds sequence will befall you. If you treat others in a regard where you are cruel, where you are perverse, where you are sadistic, where you bring in sadism, where you are cruel, where you pursue matters to ruin, don't expect chance to befall you no favour, because it won't. It will forsaken you, Gemini. Be wary of this, because I feel like the moment you rely on your chance, your favour, it will befall not you. And I feel that you will need that opportunity when it arises too, and it will not come in. Outside's view, Gemini. 9 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles reversed. They see someone very much in their head, a lot of anxiety, not sleeping well, really stressed out about their loved ones, about their connections, about people they really care about. 10 of Pentacles reversed, though, is saying that the outsider's view is someone that has lost everything due to poor risk, or due to gambling, or due to a real loss. Someone that didn't make a right choice and really is paying the price for it in the physical. This is someone that has lost the security of their home life, or the home itself. Maybe it's been repossessed. Maybe it's just in shambles. Maybe it is in ruin because of a broken relationship, marriage, or maybe it's just financial. Hopes and fears, though, for Gemini. 2 of Wands, the Devil reverse. Looking at the idea and the world of it, wondering, realizing, not one and the same. Not too happy with this. We need to make some change. And I know exactly what to do. The Devil reverse. We are releasing. We are dispelling, dispersing, and disregarding any of that shit. We don't want it. Capricorn's major arcana here. We don't need it. We don't want it. Fuck that shit off right about now, because I want to bring in what I want. I want it to match my idea and the reality. They must be one and the same. Otherwise, I ain't playing no game. I ain't playing that. And the outcome, I love it. The Emperor with that King of Pentacles. Big daddy of the monetary and materialistic. Biggest daddy of them all, because it's all daddy. Daddy, daddy, daddy. This is very masculine energy, Gemini. Whether you're female or or male, doesn't matter. Gemini, you are rocking the most masculinist, big baller energy coming out of October. You're the big daddy with the big pentacle. This is the individual that is the leader, that is wise, that knows how to invest, that can find a pentacle in a cushion anywhere, that can literally think, I need a dosh, and the dosh come in. This is someone that is loyal, and their advice is absolute. They know the ins and outs of all of that. And the Emperor, this is having the authority to make the moves, to back oneself, and to bring it in, not just for yourself, but for those around you as well. You are in the leadership role. You are in high stature and standing. You are respected, admired, admired, and most of all, you have the backing of all of those around you. Your peers, your constituents, your council, as well as your minions. And I feel you've got a lot of minions that follow you around. Like, people love you. They really, really give you their time. Be a good king. Pay it back to your people that hold you in such regard, Gemini, I want to say to you. The richness that they give you, give back to them in rich support too, or in pat on back, or in some maybe monetary wealth. Give them a bone, is what I'm trying to say to you. Support those that support you, Gemini, because they support you a lot, I feel. And we don't want our supporters to go unnoticed. And I feel with that sentiment, they will give back to you tenfold. Big baller, boss, bitch energy of the male variety. Big baller, big kahoonies, big dick energy this is, guys. Big dick energy. You know, this is swinging it all around and knocking people out, you know what I mean? This is big dick energy. Yes. And it's knowing you got a big dick too. It's not needing to ask no one about that. You know you got a big dick. You're swinging it around in everywhere. You're knocking people's heads off everywhere. You're just slopping and schlong everywhere, and everyone knows the size of it. They know not to fuck with it. Otherwise they might, you know, turkey slap, you know what I'm saying? No one needs that turkey slap. All right, I'm going to get that coffee. I'm going to leave it there for the half an hour because I've got half an hour till the bus comes to pick up my Twinkies. Even though it's school holidays, they still go, thank God. Rid of half of my children today. That would be a good start. So let me go and, you know, skittle off that and get that underway. I'm going to clear the board, and then I'll grab the oracle, and we will do the part 2 of Gemini's October 2022. Okay, guys, I'll see you very shortly. Get a coffee, get a biscuit, get a crumpet. See you soon. Gemini, I have just... Oh, my owl just fell. I'm freaking out my stuff here. Gemini, so as I was just saying, I have pulled your additionals and your oracle. Oh my God, from just what I glimpsed while I was turning the cards as they were popping out of decks, fast and furious. Hotter than out of a hot tin can, mate. They are some of the most beautifulest, and I mean beautifulest oracle messages I've honestly seen in a very, very long time. Not just because I can see congruencies and see the dots lining themselves up to make a very clear picture for Gemini's October, but they have so much beautiful heart, devotion, truth, and sentiment in them. I feel like Gemini, you know, you're going through this opening up. You know, yes, there's been pain, yes, there has been issue, but I think you have taken on so much for 2022. So much pain, tribulation, trials. You've gone through the muck of the sediment of the bottom of the bloody deepest bitch pool. And you've waded through some shit, like actual shit, Gemini, okay? I feel that. But it's like I've come to the point where there is not much more that I can wade through now. So I'm just going to give it, I'm going to let it all shine. The truth, my heart, my feelings, my sentiment, my raw self, I'm going to put it all out. Put it all out naked bare as a baby's tookie for all to see. And some may accept me, some may say they love me back, and some might try to shoot me down for doing so. And I'm okay with that. It's being okay enough to do that. To be a lady Godiva and to ride naked through the town square, even though you know that that's illegal to do, and they'll probably behead you the next day. It's having the balls and all to say, well, if this is my last night, I'm going to ride it naked on the back of a horse, mounted through the town square. And I'm okay with that. I'm fucking okay with that. That's some fucking righteous energy right there. That is some raw, righteous, real energy right there, Gemini. And I fucking applaud you. I hope it doesn't end like a Lady Godiva kind of situation, because, you know, we wouldn't want to, you know, pay that much of a price for this elation of self. We wouldn't want that for you, Gemini. But I think you get what I'm getting at. All right. Let me roll that death stick, and we're going to go through this. This is just wow. So I would suggest get a coffee, get a death stick if you're like me, or even though I do not condone smoking, I do not support it. I am all about the good health and that shit, you know, each their own. So, you know, I don't, yeah. But there is realness here. And I love that for you. All right, let's do it. Let's come back to it. Let's burn this bitch from both ends. Why not? Oh, my dearest Gemini, wow. There is so much going on here, my loves. Let me enjoy this for a moment with you. My babies are at daycare today, even though it's school holidays. And, yes, I don't normally smoke in the house much anymore, I must admit, but today I will. It is raining cats and dogs outside. We're having a bit of flooding issue. You know, yesterday we had a top of beautiful 23 degrees. It was the perfect spring day. It was actually my summer. If I had my license, I would normally go to the beach. We're going to have a little interval here. You know, maybe I'll pop a timestamp or something when we actually, you know, start pulling cards. You can just skip until I start holding a card in my hand. If you don't want to listen to this crap, that's fine. But, yeah, each October when we break the actual nice spring weather, because September is always iffy here in Oz. During showtime, it's fucked. It's not spring, it's like 4 seasons one day. But October, first week, definitely within the first 14, we have always this weekend, usually on the Labor Day weekend, which we just had, of perfect weather, which we did this year. Yet again, on the Sunday, the 25 degrees, and then on the Monday, 23. Beautiful summer loving for me personally. This morning, we wake up to a crotchy 13 degrees. Which was about our night temperature. And this shit. Yes, that's my greenery, which is grass, believe it or not, which I usually get done by my lawn people that come out once a month to do my lawn. They still are coming out, but they come out, it's Tuesday here, they come out Friday. And the fucking lawn is out of control, if you call it that. There's bushweed there, my darlings. Yeah, you need a big sickle and a big pippy to like take that shit out, you know what I'm saying? That's worse than Cheech and Chong out there, honestly. That is a whole lot of bushweed, a whole lot of bushweed out there, darlings. Not the smokable sort, but just, it's not that kind of a greenhouse. But anyway, we're doing our part apparently for the weed system here in Australia. We've pretty much got 90% of it growing in my fucking backyard. So to my lovely gardeners, hurry up Friday, because I can't get to my line. I got it up to my choo-choo, you know what I'm saying? It's getting up to that area of the taco season now. I don't like that. I want to go out there and get itchy crutch when I walk to my line because of the bugs, and the grass is that high. So now that we know way too much information about Red Ski's life and about what Ski is going on there, we will move on to this oracle. So if you were waiting for me to hold the card, let's go now. All right, let's bang this bitch out. Because I think we've done enough show and tell today. Honestly, I think we've done enough sharing. Okay, so we're going to start, excuse me, with the Titanium Fortune cards. Okay, these are a deck of their own. They lend messages to themselves only. They are like a child's picture book though, so they're very easy to understand. It's like a story. We're going to read it. Let's read Baby Gemini. We start off with the Rider. This always indicates some good news coming, some surprising, maybe long-awaited news, but something that is quite of urgency to a degree. Now, even if the news maybe isn't overjoyous or spectacular, the individual delivering it rather is. This could be a special individual that's popped up out of the ether to bring you this message, or maybe this individual is just a very, very good-looking postette. That is, rather nice on the eye. But the interesting thing coming in after the rider is the crane or stork. News about, for some, a baby. I hear someone's about to be a grandparent, or maybe a parent again. If your children are having children, or you're having child, or someone's having child, this is big information too. This is something that was not expected. Maybe someone's had problems trying to conceive, and it's just going to pop out of the ether. Wow, we are with baby now. There could be a birth actually about to happen as well in October for you guys. And if that's the case, I want to say congratulations to whomever that attains to, because that is an absolute blessing. Children are the future, but they are also what puts everything in the now in perspective. You'll never be able to gauge time like you can when you look at your own children, how much they've grown, or others' children. I just had a catch up with someone I hadn't seen in over 15 years, and the last time I saw them, their daughter was 3 years old. She was 18 with an alcoholic beverage in her hand, which made me feel exceptionally old and confused. But it's a blessing, and that's how you gauge time and realise how many crow's feet you've developed in that time. Maybe we need to get some oil of Olay, the face, good shit, for the crow's feet. But the stork can also mean that things that have been stagnant for a long time are about to be stirred up. And the reason they're getting stirred up is so they can be resolved. So there is some resolution, some stirring of the pot going on, and some movement here. Now, this is in regards to, what do you know? Children. Birth of a child, the stork, the child. Now, if that isn't big Dumbo vibes, Disney, how it starts with the is it the stork that delivers the baby in the Dumbo one? Or am I thinking of a different one? Well, whatever, the stork brings the baby. Okay, we'll just go with that. No, it's Dumbo. That's right. No, I got it. I don't like movies where the mothers get killed. Okay, I don't like Bambi. Actually, I don't like animal movies. Okay, me and my partner were talking about this last night. I don't like fucking animal movies. He loves them. He wanted to put an animal movie on last night and nearly ripped off his jugular. And I started racking off every animal movie he's made me watch. From dogs to cats to birds to crocodiles to fucking... Oh, there was monkeys. Well, I've watched a fucking movie about every animal known to man. And I don't like animal movies. This is the shit you endure for love. This is neither here nor there. But this is about children. Sorry, guys. Shouldn't have that nicotine here, obviously. This is about children. Either there is a birth of literally a child from your child, so a next of kin situation, or there is a stirring of the pot of things that have been stagnant in regards to your children. Okay? Either way, children. Baby children, bigger children. And this is all to do with this. The anchor. Like the anchor grounds, secures, and anchors ships at sea. That is exactly what this is needed here for you to be. The anchor. The secure system that ports it, that stops it from moving no matter how rough that sea gets, no matter how choppy that crap gets. You need to be the anchor for your children right now. You need to be that solid, secure, accessible thing that they can rely on right now. Because I feel like things are a little sticky, because there is something getting stirred up, and this is news. whether good news, bad news, this is something coming out here, and I feel like this affects them greatly or will affect you through them. Whether that's the birth of a child that's unexpected, you know, I feel like there is real things here about children as well as children, baby children as well as older children, your children and other people. There is something very big here in October in regards to that. Take it how it resonates for you. I'm not quite sure how that resonates for you, but I do feel that that is a congruent message twofold, because it's almost repeating it, which is making me a bit confused. But that's okay, because I often am. It's very rare that I understand what the hell it is I'm on about. I really don't. Let's move to the next deck now. So we go to the Wiccan Oracle. We had prosperity, the chalice of fulfillment, and the altar in regards to dedication. Wow, Gemini, October. Okay, this is beautiful for you. So we got the prosperity, that abundance through growth here. We have the chalice, which is all about the cup overflowing and that fulfillment that comes from that. We also have an altar, which is about dedication, and I feel like you really are setting up a post, an altar, a space, whether that's internal or external, of a place where you are dedicating a lot of self to, self-improvement, fulfillment, and prosperity. When you feel good, you get a good outcome. When the house is clean, you get shit done and you can find things easier. These are facts, people. Facts we may not want to follow or acknowledge, but nevertheless, they are facts. And you're going about things in that kind of a mind frame. If I have a tidy exterior, I'll feel better interior. It's a good way to be. I'm actually on that mind frame myself at the moment. And this is where you're putting your dedication. This is going to reap that chalice of fulfillment, that love, that devotion, that passion, blah, 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 as well as that prosperity. There is a big game plan here. As we roll out 2022, I feel for Gemini, and we're looking very much forward thinking for best abundance and fulfillment. This deck, let me tell you, it blew my mind, Gemini. The Romance. We had wedding. This situation involves marriage, unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, and keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Well, I feel that there is something on the cards in regards to a wedding or children, as the other deck did describe children, but I feel that there is a wedding coming, and that could be the news as well. An invitation. I think like someone's getting married. And I feel, Gemini, that you may think that this is not a very good idea. In fact, you hate that this might be going ahead, because I think that you think or feel there isn't really 50-50 love in this, or there isn't really genuine love in this. It's more of a convenience rather than a token of real sentiment. And I feel like during this wedding, somebody is going to stray a little. And I don't mean anything really significant. I mean something as insignificant as maybe, you know, dance with someone they shouldn't or some shit. But I feel it'll be all on guard, all very insignificant and innocent. And I feel like you're going to leave that festivity with a more open and broad view that, you know, maybe they do love each other. Who knows? Who cares? All I can say, Gemini, is October has definitely got some stirring of the feathers and boiling of the pot, so we can get off some of that residual and take the pressure down. All right, let's go to the little black island time wellness cards. I found these quite interesting too. So if we start off with Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, or meeting. Hesitation. That invitation of hesitation, I like that. Kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Ooh. Gem, I like it. Passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun, yum. Wedding rings, ding dong, I shit you not. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Look, Gemini, we got Cupid's arrow, kisses, passion, and wedding rings. Like, Ooh la. If that does not point to what I've already said to you, then I don't know what does. The only card that was a little worrying was this one. Addiction. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. I feel like you are both addicted to one another. And that's all very cute. But addictions can easily get out of control. You may even have met each other while in the midst of having an addiction, I want to say. That's probably why this connection is so passionate. Wow. Here it comes, Gemini. Oh, here it comes. But I feel that you are going to go for this. You're going to grab it by the long and tingly ones, and you're going to rip it hard. You're going to bring it towards you. You want it. You want it. And no one's going to tell you otherwise. Or you want to block it if this is a love marriage in regards to someone else. Depends what side of the fence you're sitting on there. Let's get some inspirational messages because I feel like we need them now. Gemini, listen to your body. No matter how bad we feel, our bodies are always working on our behalf to create health and vitality. Meet your body halfway by acting on the messages it sends you, whether it's a whisper or a roar. Don't ignore what you hear. Listen to your body. It wants the best for you. Gemini, compassion for all. Compassion is the beating heart of all spiritual practices. The peace you seek comes from the peace you create. Extend your compassion to all beings today, including yourself. Everyone benefits when you are kind. May all beings be happy and free. And let kindness prevail. Fuck it, why not? Final card, confidence. It takes courage to put your butt on the line and go for it. And the best way to strengthen your confidence is to put yourself out there. Who cares what other people think? Everybody starts somewhere, and don't worry about making mistakes. You can always course correct, but you'll never know or grow unless you try. And the more you do, the more confident and successful you become. When you shine, we are all inspired to do the same. We shine with you, for you, to support you, and just because you are a star. Gemini, we cannot help ourselves. The final oracle before we go into those fixture 3 that I call them, which come with full book meanings and very in-depth views on their own stance, we go to the Wiccan. Now, we had 2 pop out for you, and I'm not arguing with spirit because it was very forceful. We have the celestial body of Pluto, and we have the cardinal points of the compass, the north direction. So we have Pluto and the north, and I will read these for you now. So we'll start with Pluto. Pluto is named after the Roman god of the underworld. Despite being reclassified as a dwarf planet, its influence is strong. Pluto represents death and destruction like its namesake. However, it is also linked to rebirth, regeneration, transformation, and renewal. Pluto is associated with secrets and deeply buried things, both literal and metaphorical. Intensity, passion, and power as well. By drawing this card, you're invited to use the energies of Pluto when practicing magic for pressing and difficult decisions, for coming to terms with the past, for moving forward with a new positive attitude, and for the lifting of karmic restrictions. Pluto, Gemini. And then we have that cardinal points of the compass, the north. The final resting point on the magic circle north is the place of rest and renewal. It is the power of winter, a time when nothing appears to be growing, but inwardly the earth is gathering her energies for new life to begin. The north is the power of night, the time when the body lies sleeping, but the spirit is active, dreaming and learning. North stands for the white snow of purity and the focus and clarity of the elder. It is wisdom and knowing. North is the direction to work with when you need to gain strength of will and clarity in your intentions. It is also a place of refuge, the place where you are able to retreat to find rest and rejuvenation. That is a lot to take in just with them 2 cards, I know, Gemini. And if you didn't quite absorb it enough, rewind, rewatch, because there is much today to be had here for all my signs, but especially my Gemini. All right, now we're going to do those last 3 all-important decks, which come with full book meanings. So I will read from the book. No, please. We have Angel number 23. This is the angel to guide and assist you for the October month. We have Angel 23, the angel of creativity. The creativity within you flows with ease. You have received this card because your angel of creativity wants to make her presence known to you. Have you recently been asking for assistance from above to help guide, inspire, and encourage you with a creative endeavor? If this is the case, then your angel of creativity is here to be of assistance. Sometimes when you are working on creative ideas, your mind can become blocked, and self-doubt, fear, and lack of confidence about your creative gifts. Your angel wants you to know that you possess everything you need to achieve the creative endeavor you are currently working on. If in doubt, ask your angel to give you inspiration about your projects. If you are working on a piece of art, visualize your angel of creativity guiding your hand to draw, paint, and inspire you to finalize your work. If you are writing a book, poetry, a musical piece, or even a letter to a loved one, visualize your angel of creativity standing by your side, assisting you to find the right words. To bring in your angel, the affirmation is word for word as follows. I allow my angel of creativity to assist me by allowing my creativity to flow and excel in all my creative endeavors. Indeed, so mote that being. Now we'll move to the ruins. The Wiccan Oracle for Gemini. We had 2 to grant you favor of message today, Gemini, and we do thank them muchly. We start off with the Ruin One Jaw, meaning happiness, joy, and pleasure for Gemini. This Ruin card is all about joy and the benefits of positivity. It tends to indicate happiness, success, harmony, and exciting new beginnings. The joy can be inspired by either external events, fulfilling relationships, or an unexpected but very welcomed development. It can also refer to a quiet inner joy derived from feelings of gratitude and peace. Either way, there are blissful associations with this card, or the potential for bliss if you stay optimistic and understand that true happiness comes from within. This card could be urging you to become more aware of your state of mind. Because focusing on the negative will only attract the negative. If things aren't going your way, you are encountering obstacles and setbacks, negativity may be a contributing factor. Focus with a positive attitude on what brings you joy is the way forward. I love it. I do love that. The final rune for Gemini October is Awanzu, meaning divine or God. Strongly associated with divine communication, this Ruin card suggests that you need to pay close attention to messages and advice offered to you, either written or spoken. However, this card goes far deeper than mere external communication and indicates that the true insight you are seeking can only be found by searching within. Learn from and be inspired by the wisdom that external voices or divine signs such as coincidences offer, but also be a disconcerting spirit seeker from the inside out. This means doing your research and forming your own opinion rather than simply accepting all that you are told or presented with by others. It also means having the courage and humility to question your own assumptions and preconceptions. Personal transformation is all about being open-minded enough to search for what is true, even if that truth is at times uncomfortable to confront. Indeed. Enough! The final piece of pie, delicious pie for my lovely Gemini for the month of October 2022 is none other than the spirit animal. Your spirit animal is none other than that one and only falcon, also known as the peregrine. Act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. Gemini. Providence is on your side, and the opportunity that has been presented to you is congruent with your soul's purpose. Even if you don't feel prepared or have doubts in your ability to manage the complexities that are inherent in tackling this venture, Dive in anyway. You'll be pleasantly surprised by the support that will come to you in unexpected ways. All it takes is the willingness on your part to continue on a steady course wholeheartedly, while at the same time being open to changes in the direction that the winds are blowing. It is important to stay focused on the goal that's ahead of you while also remaining mindful of the purpose of your mission. Commit to your mission 100% and fulfill that commitment to the best of your ability. This isn't a time for analyzing, introspection, or retreat, but a time for action as you respond to the opportunity that's before you. Be willing to adjust your course of action as the need dictates, while at the same time moving steadily towards your goal. You can deal with whatever concerns come up without being distracted by them and without straying from the path you are on, Gemini. The associations with the falcon or peregrine are focus, speed, agility, gracefulness, observation, vitality, enthusiasm, precision, adventurousness, passion, opportunity, perceptiveness, and fluidity. Gems, my Gemini, my gem. October has much to be learned, much to be had, and much abundance to be reaped. Reap what you have sown. You've had a hard year, Gemini. It's time to rest, rejuvenate, and maybe take on some of that Pluto energy. Where there is destruction, there also needs to be rejuvenation. Don't flog the horse so much to the point that it can't be revived. And at the same time, be careful what you revive. Because once it's back, sometimes it cannot be reboxed. That would be my highest advice. Thank you, my dearest, darlingest Gemini. And don't forget, this weekend coming, we're going live. Once, never before, ever seen tarot reading done under some crazy conditions, special guest stars. You won't want to miss it. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel and make sure you hit that notification bell button to all, because it's the only way you'll know when this bad bitch gets up and goes live, and it's the only way you'll find out what the fuck is going on. So if you want to know, you're keen to be a part of it, subscribe to the channel. If you don't subscribe and don't click that notification bell, you won't know nothing. And you could miss out on a once in a lifetime fucked up experience with Red Ski. And who wouldn't want that on their bucket list? So with that in mind, I'm going to hoppity-dee-dee and find a rain jacket and work out what I'm going to do with this torrential torrent of a trapsted day. Light and love to all. I wish you all the best for October 2022. With that in mind, wish me well as I get ready to canoe down my street. Bye, y'all.